Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Daily Tips with Monica, guys. I'm in my own bushes today, honey. I'm in my own bushes. I'm just playing. But welcome everyone to Daily Tips with Monica, guys. Um, Welcome everyone. We're gonna give it a few minutes to come into the building, guys. I want to talk to you guys about something. Nothing too serious. Nothing. It's just I just want y'all to see this video that I have. Hopefully, I don't get a copyright strike for it, but it's no sound, so hopefully, I don't get in trouble. But I want to show y'all this because I feel like, you know what I'm saying. Wait till everybody come in the building, and then we're gonna talk. Me myself, guys, like, hey, Philly girl, how you doing? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Um, Good morning, everybody. Like, this is really, I seen this video on Facebook, guys. It really bothered me. And we're going to talk about it. And I hope no one gets offended. But I just feel like in order for people's lives to matter, we're going to have, we're going to have to understand that our lives have to matter in our own circle. I'm going to say that. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, guess what, Philip? You're gonna do great. Don't worry about that. You're gonna do great. You're going to do great. Don't be nervous. And let me tell you, I be nervous sometimes, and then I'll be like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it flow. Good morning, Baker with Charlene. Good morning, Baker with Charlene. I'm gonna wait like another minute or two, and then we're gonna get in. I hope everybody had a good night rest. I hope everyone had a good night rest. I know I did. Um do y'all have tax free weekend? Do y'all have tax free weekend? This is tax free weekend for us. The school is starting back, and I'm gonna be honest. The school that started back last week, that started back. One of the schools in Mississippi had started back last week, and they already have a had a positive case of COVID. So let's pray over our children, guys, as they go back to school. If you're letting them go back to school, let's pray over our children. Um, let's make sure we are praying over our children. Um, I'm gonna wait another minute or two. It may just be you guys, but let me tell you this. I appreciate you guys so much for coming. I do appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate you guys for taking time out your day to, to come talk to us, come talk to me. Sometimes, I know you guys always look for me for the tips. And I want you guys to know, what I'm saying? Uh as I give you these tips, guys, I want you guys to apply them. I want you guys to apply them to your everyday life and try to be about those tips. Must be nice. They want our kids to come back to the school. So, you know, since I work at the school and I am a working mother, my kid's gonna have to go back. And you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they're saying a lot of people's on Facebook judging people judging people who have decided to let their children go back to school. Like, I mean, you can't judge someone, guys, just because they make a decision that is best for their family. You can't. And your unsolicited opinion, no one is asking for. And then those the one that is judged. No one is asking for unless you're gonna sit home with someone's child. Your unsolicited opinion is unwarranted. That means we don't want it. Well, thank God, Philly girl. Philly girl, Philly girl. Your unsolicited opinion, no one is asking for. People are doing what is best for them and their family. And that's all what matters. Worry about, see, sometimes people just need to worry about what's going on in their world. And don't worry about someone else's world. Unless you're going to reach across the table and give a hand out, then your unsolicited opinion should not, it is not warranted. Am I being, Philly girl, the back with Charlotte, am I being wrong? Am I being mean for saying that? Let's take a walk in nature. Let's take a walk in nature and talk about it. Am I wrong for saying someone's unsolicited opinion about how you do with your children? Because I, I thought so. You know, people, they always want to give, you know, they want to judge because, well, this is what I'm doing for my kid. Why you can't? Because you know what? My life ain't like your life. You may you may have you may have a husband and able to sit at home with your children. It's a lot of single mothers out here in this world. It is. And and um and they have to do what they have to do. A lot of brothers just not sitting at home living off welfare. And that's true. Philly girl said, we are all individuals. We all have the right to do as we feel best. No one is standing in anyone else's shoes for real. That's true. No one's life, no one, everybody's life is not the same. Everyone's not living the same perfect little life. They're not. They are not. But yo, Trisha, she wanted me to talk about. She wanted me to talk about. She had a question. She wanted me to talk about how to handle someone's and this is what we want to talk about because you know we're going to talk about how to um how to handle um I love you too, Philly girl. How to handle unwanted parenting advice. You know how people come to you and try to give you parenting advice and you feel that like I'm doing the best I can and I'm not asking you for your advice or your opinion, but you choose to give it to you anyway. And I ain't really trying to hear what you got to say, but I'm gonna be respectful and listen. We're gonna talk about tips on how to handle those kind of situations. This could even be about your fur baby. You never know. Um, the but the first thing is listen first. It is natural, guys, to always to be at first to be defensive, especially if someone is judging you. But you have to realize sometimes it's not a judgment or a criticism. Rather, the person is just giving you insight on what they feel is valuable. Try to listen, and you may find they may give you something valuable to learn. So listen first. Listen, respect the person first and listen to what they have to say. Like meet them where they at first. And just I understand that sometimes we be like, Lord, what do you want? You know, like, okay, I'm listening. But just be respectful and listen to what they have to say. This is even people that's giving you opinion about your life and how you live it. I'm honestly, people will give you opinions. And it's just real. People will give you opinion on your life and how you are living. And y'all know I'm not lying. So just listen to them, be respectful, and see what they're saying. They may just be trying to give you advice or try to give you something that could on how they dealt with the situation. But like I said, sometimes you know, you just You may have, if you have your own way or you wanting to do something, then do something when it comes to your parents, and then just listen and nod your head. And if it's valuable, then you can apply it if you choose to. You don't have to apply it, but you can apply it if you choose. You choose to. You know when people, like I said, we always know when people is coming from a good place and those people that are not. You know who's people that are coming from a good place and those people that are being judged and just want you to raise your kid how you supposed to raise your kid. You know, it don't work like that. You didn't push them out. So you can't tell me, like, I know how some people that I pushed this baby out. You can't tell me what to do with my babies. You know what I'm saying? So the second thing is disregard. Um, if you know that what is to try to change your mind, simply smile, nod, and make a comment like, "Oh, that's very interesting," and then go about your own business, and that means your own way. So if they ain't, what their advice, if they're trying to convince you to change something, and you feel like you don't want to change it, then you don't have to. You don't. You can just say, "Oh, okay, thank you," and go on about your day, and that be it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. You don't have to just. You know, you don't have to take the advice if you feel like the advice is not going to help you and they're just wanting to tell you how to do something. So you just say thank you. Just say thank you and go on about your day. Good morning, kicking it with Lynn. Good morning, kicking it with Lynn, guys. If kicking it with Lynn, if you have not connected to Philly Girl, please connect to Philly Girl. Philly Girl, connect to kicking it with Lynn. She's a sweet lady. Um, and as well, guys. So the third thing is agree. Um, you might find some parts of the advice that they are giving, even though you haven't asked for it, you can and you feel like you can agree with it and have a wholehearted agreement on that topic. So if you think what they're saying is you agree with it, then it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I understand what you're saying. You're right. Now, if you feel like what they saying, they ain't talking about nothing, then guess what? Then what you can do is disregard, like I said, to say, yes, I understand. Good morning, KT. What we're talking about today, guys, is I'm just gonna put it like this. And this could be going towards life or this could be going towards parenting. Someone in my chat, someone in the chat, they wanted me to talk about people that tries to tell you how to handle your children. Like they say, unsolicited advice about how you should raise your children, or unsolicited advice about your life. Because some people have opinions about your life, and that is so true. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like these tips, what these tips does is tells you how to deal with people that want to give you unwanted advice or parenting advice. So that is what we're going to talk about, guys. I am going to recap, but I just wanted you guys to know the topic so y'all know what we're talking about. Um, the fourth thing is, guys, pick your battles. Pick your battles. If you uh, if pick your battle, if someone is giving you advice and they're trying to tell you how you should do this, or the baby should wear this, or why don't you do this, just listen, and let them know that you don't have what they're saying won't have a long-term effect. It's just just focus on the issues that are important to you, like your health or your well-being of your child or yourself. So pick your battles. Everything, you don't have to address everything. That's fine, Philly girl. That is fine, Philly girl. Um, so when it comes to raising your children, or if someone comes to you like your mother-in-law or somebody like that, and say, "Girl, you need to do this with the baby or do that with the baby," and you like, "Oh well, okay," and you don't argue. You know how we can sometimes be like argumentative and be like, "Well, look, the baby don't need no hat," but you know what? You be like, "You know what? Just let her just okay." And then in your mind, I ain't gonna put on this hat if he don't need it. And hopefully she can get over herself. That's the way I look at it. I'm not gonna be doing a back and forth. What you're worried about is their well being and their health, and um just pick your battles. Just pick your battles. Um Steer clear of the topic. If someone is telling you, pressuring you to let your baby cry to sleep, but you don't want to really do that, you try not to complain about how the baby is getting up how you're getting up every 5 minutes of the night trying to get them to sleep. Um, so let's just steer clear from the topic. So if it's something that is going on in your life, guys, that you kind of like talk about, stay clear of talking about it, because I'm the same way, Lynn. I am the same way. I don't, what I'm saying? I like I was saying on the panel, I was like, this girl, she was telling me, like the how I should just bought the kids some, girl, if you don't cook them chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and it's not understand that they have those, it's the food that make, but if it's a ritual thing for us, so you can't just tell me how I should just buy chicken nuggets and french fries and place them in the oven. If that's something my kids want, that's what my kids want. And you're not gonna tell me how. Like a lot of people tell me, they was like, "Monica, can't nobody tell you, try to tell you something about to do with your kids when they was a baby. You had like you didn't want to hear nothing nobody had to say." I'm like, because I wanted to raise my kids the way I want to raise my kids. I understand my kids are spoiled, and yes, I held them like Jayla. She like, I'm gonna be honest, like Jayla, I like she was. I with Jamel, I used to hold him every night while he was asleep because I was so afraid of SIDS that I was scared that, what I'm saying. I said, what if he breathing and I can't breathe? I used to have that kind of anxiety. I don't know. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But I had to be like, well, what if he crying or not, and he stopped breathing and I don't hear him. And I used to be so afraid of that. And they was like, Monica, you need to get you some sleep. Stop being up all night scared for that baby. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I used to be like, whatever, I'm still gonna do it. But eventually I got over that phase. But when you're a new mother, you just go through different kind of phases when you want to, with kids. Cause I was reading up on SIDS and stuff like that, and I was like, oh my God. And then Jayla, when she came into this world, um when she came into this world, she was on a light because she had jaundice. And honey, let me tell you, that stressed me out. I was like, my baby slept on the light for like a whole week. And she ended up having eczema. And like one time my child, she broke out so bad. Like she didn't break out in the face. Yeah, I feel like that's a normal feeling to have too. Um, from the neck down, my baby broke out with bumps. I'm talking about all the way down, even in her private area. She broke out with little bumps all over her body. And I was like, what is this? I had got scared. And I took her, I didn't even go to work. Like when my kids is sick, forget work. Forget work. When she was 6 months old, she had RSV. And at that time I was trying to work two jobs. I really was. I was trying to work two jobs and taking my baby in and out the air and She got a cold, and then they said, the girl that was babysitting Jayla was like, Monica, Jayla's not breathing right. So I got real scared. And I said, let me take my baby to the doctor. So they said, your baby, she has RSV. So they said I had to make an appointment with her doctor, and they put my baby on like they gave her a machine so they can I can give her treatment, and that helped a lot. That was the most scariest situation because my baby could have died. RSV is very contagious, and she could have died. Both of them had, I think, both of them had some type of respiratory infection. Jamel had a respiratory. If Lynn said, if you have to hurt people's feelings, then do it. Like, I appreciate your suggestion, but these are my kids, and I'm gonna do what I want to do with them. How I want you you can raise yours however you choose. Exactly, exactly. And some people, yes, she had to have a nebulizer. She did, because and then after that, she blew up. My baby blew up too. Like, she just, ever since she took those treatments, she blew up. She did. She blew up. But anyway, okay, Philly girl. Oh, thank you for coming so much. I appreciate your love. And like I said, I appreciate you guys' support. Good morning, Everyday Life with the Kelly girls. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, Thank you guys for coming. But as I was saying about Jayla, she had broke out in little bumps all over her body when she turned 1. And hey Trisha, we're talking about the topic of um we're talking about ways to handle unwanted parenting advice. Ways of ways of handling unwanted parenting advice. So um but as I was saying, she broke out with all these bumps on her body, and to come to find out she had eczema. And what they did, they gave her some hydroxy, and guys, all those bumps turned into scabs. And y'all, all the scabs, you know what I'm saying? She couldn't scratch herself. So when it did heal, good morning, blogs. Good morning, blogs. How you doing? You feeling well this morning? Um, all those scabs came off her body, y'all. My bed was, it came off her body. They came off her body. They all came off. They didn't bleed or nothing. They were just little scabs. It was like, it was kind of scary and nasty looking, but they just came falling off all her body, and they left little marks. She still had those little marks on her body, but when it comes to eczema, guys, make sure that your child body is always have some type of moisture. Please make sure you have, because eczema is no joke. It can be bad. It can mess up. I thank God it didn't mess up my baby face, because um last year it seemed like every summer we always dealing with something with eczema. So last summer, her eyes, like right here, her eyes, she's had an eczema outbreak. Every summer, heat and heat ain't good for eczema. You got to always make sure they got grease on their body. And so her whole little eye right is all completely discolored. She's yellow, so it made her look white in the eye. I don't understand it, but anyway, let's get back to the tips. So the next thing is, uh oh, what screen is? Oh God. Okay, okay, here you go. Uh, the the second thing is, uh, be educate yourself. Like I always tell you guys, knowledge is power. Protect yourself and protect your sanity by reading up on things about parenting and rely on the confidence that you are doing the best you can for your children. So if it's something that you need to read up on, guys, that you need to learn about your children, then or to help your children, or if it's something that you're concerned about. Because me, like with my little girl, when they got any kind of like bump or a rash or something, I be looking it up and trying to figure out what is this. So I don't know how to handle it. Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it ain't always a doctor visit. See, me, I was one of them parents before they turned 4 or 5, it was like 1 and 2. Every little bump and bruise, I was taking them to the doctor. And everybody like, why are you taking them to the doctor, Monica? I'm like, I'm taking them to the doctor because they sick and they my kids and I'm gonna do what I want to do with them. But then now I got to the point that, you know what, Monica, calm down. Some of this stuff you can just look up and just do on your own. You don't have to always take them to the doctor. Um, so educate yourself. If it's something that your child is going through, um, if you need, you make the best decision. You make the best decisions for your children. Charlene, girl, I was horrible. I was just like, Lord, this girl. I bet they were like, this lady just always taking her kids to the doctor. If any little bump or bruise, she want to take them to the doctor. Like, just like what a couple months ago, weeks ago, when Jayla had to hurt her arm, and she like at first I was like, girl, you just bruised your arm, you'll be all right. But then I was when she really got to crying, and she was like, Mommy, my arm broke, Mama. And Jayla is extra. So I was like, Lord, she said, I'm gonna need a cast. she said, I'm gonna need a cast, Mama. Oh, Mama, I need a cast. So I said, Lord, let me just take. I said, I got scared. Oh, I used to be the same way. I know what I used to do is I used to go to the daycare and rush to the doctor as soon after I leave the daycare. And even if they had a little fever sometimes, I was like, Mom, you got to get past all that. You have to get past all that. So, guys, if they're going through something, if it's something simple, sometimes just educating yourself about it and reading up on how to handle some things, then, and getting the right kind of medicine. Sometimes it's always not about a doctor visit. Sometimes, guys, it just be uh, something that you can just handle on your own. And that's just real. Because, um, but yes, but my baby Jayla, guys, like, it seemed like I guess because I took her to the doctor so much, she just loved it. If something is wrong, she knows she goes to the doctor. So, that's just kids for you. When they're used to a routine, honey, when they're used to a new routine, guys. I don't know if y'all can hear me or what. I don't know if y'all can hear me or what. Let me see, because my computer screen just went. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully, can you guys hear me? I'm not even, because I don't know what happened to my computer screen. I'm gonna make sure that I'm live. So Trisha said, when I remember when my daughter was a baby, she got taped under her neck. So someone said she put some parched flour on it. I did what they said. Okay, thank you guys. Uh, when my kids get chased, cause Jayla, she be trying to tell y'all what what I be doing, when they be like chase or whatever, she be trying to tell y'all on the mukbangs. Well, I this happened to me and this is how my mama fixed my problem. I be like, Lord Jayla, you cannot I be I be in that part out because I be like, Jayla, do not tell people that. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when, you know what I'm saying, because she's so transparent. She just speak her little mind. And so I be like, Jayla, you can't say stuff like that. Um, Good morning, McRae Kingz. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Uh, so guys, The things, the yeah, my screen is kaput. Um, the second thing is, guys, educate the other person. Um, if your teacher is important information that you know to be outdated or wrong, so if that person is trying to tell you something about your kid that you know is wrong, let them know. Lynn, Lynn, let me tell you before I do this, Lynn, I do too. Look, that's what Jayla be telling y'all. She be like, y'all, my mama be using, she don't say Vaseline, she say Vaseline. Mama, my mom be using Vaseline when on her rashes. She be like, I be using Vaseline on my rashes. Cause like, you know what I'm saying, Jayla, she sometimes she get chased in her private because she's kind of heavy and she's still thick down there and well, I understand, Trisha. But yeah, if baby Jayla no Vaseline, if she don't nothing else go on her little body, it's Vaseline. I use Vaseline on her every morning and at night after she gets out the bed because you have when a child has eczema, you have to always keep their skin moisturized. And with her going to the doctor, the doctor that she sees always says, you can just use Vaseline to keep her skin moisturized. So hey, we've been using Vaseline ever since, and I just keep Vaseline at the house all the time. Cause she be like, she be telling y'all about it, honey. She be telling y'all about her Vaseline experience. I just be editing it out because I'm like, Jay would just be running out. But yes, Lynn, my mom still think that Vaseline cures all. When it comes to being chased, they be like, use some Vaseline. But especially if you don't have that so um so the next thing is like we was talking about educating the other person. You may have be able to open the other person's minds. So, say for instance, someone comes to you telling you about your baby or trying to educate you about your life or what you're going through in life, and some of those things that that worked in the past may not work now, and you be like, that may be some of the stuff that happened in the past, but that stuff has changed now, and this is how they actually do it. Like I know, like when some people like tell you how it's gonna be when and stuff like that. But see now, when the last time that I had my baby, that was Jayla, um, they didn't put Jayla in the nursery. They gave me my baby, and they told me that yes, we support you keeping your own baby. Yes, nowadays they give you when you do that skin to skin, you do your skin to skin, and then after that you have your baby. They say they will take the baby if for an hour if you need a break, but they encouraging you to keep your own baby. See, some people they want to take advantage. They want to. I never did feel that way because I just what I'm saying. I embraced my motherhood, so I was like, you know what? I said I want my baby here with me so I can get used to just I was so excited about being a mother. I'm still excited about being a mother. I still can't believe I am a mother. But I just you know, there's a lot of things that has changed when it comes to children. And you know what I'm saying? Life of like a lot of people feel like, girl, they'll tell you, girl, you don't need to be holding that baby all night. You don't need to be let that baby sleep, let that baby rest. I be like, when I had my kids, I was like, I'm gonna hold my kids whenever I get ready. I understand they little monsters now. I understand they little monsters now. They fall and but they my little monsters. They mine. and they spoil rotten. But anyway, guys, the next tip is be vague. You can avoid a confrontation with people who's trying to give you unsolicited advice with an elusive response. Like if someone asks you, have you started potty training your baby yet? Because you know what I'm saying, you need to be working on potty training your child. Knowing that, you know what I'm saying, you wasn't really wanting to start doing that until till you feel like, they're in a place that it's time. You could just answer them with, we're moving in that direction. So um if somebody trying to tell you like when is the, because people have done me like that, uh now is the time to teach your kids how to potty train your kids, or this is the time that because like some people like Jamel, he was on a pacifier. He was on a pacifier till he was like, I'm gonna be honest, almost two. But see, a pacifier soothed Jamel, and yes, it may be the cause why he has a lisp now, and he has a speech problem because he had a passy for so long. But Jamel, he loved a passy just that much that I was like, it was like, Monica, now you know that this boy has turned one and he's still on a passy. And I was like, well, because I know kids that's like two now, because like some people, like some of the um, celebrities will breastfeed their children. Good morning. Oh, good morning, baby girl vibes. How you doing? How you doing, baby girl vibes? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. If you have not connected with me, make sure you connect with me and all those wonderful people in the blue. They all for you. Yes, it is annoying. It is annoying, but me myself, I'd be like, I'm gonna probably train I'm the type of person I listen. I'm like, yeah, you right. Uh-huh. You right. But 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna do it when I do it. And I just be respectful of people coming to me and having a conversation. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't hard for me to potty train Jamel, but it was hard. It's hard. It was hard to potty train Jayla. I don't know. They said girl was easy. They said girl is easy to potty train. Thank you, baby girl vibes. Um, yeah, I was like, what? They was like, yeah, they said, oh, girls are easy to potty train. And then come to find out, this little girl here will not go to the bathroom, honey. This little girl will not go to the bathroom. But um, the next thing is always have a good response memorize. That means if someone comes to you trying to give you some advice and some advice that you're not asking for, just say, this may be your way of doing it, but this is the right way for me. So this may not be the right way, but this is my way of doing it. So if someone comes to you with some unsolicited advice that you're really not trying to hear, then you just tell them simple as that. I understand what you, because me, I'm the type of person, I say this. I understand what you're saying. That's all. I'm gonna be honest. I understand what you're saying. And if it's good advice, I take it. But if it's something that I really don't want to hear, I just say okay, and then go one ear and out the other. Especially when it comes to my children that I want to raise. It'd be one ear and out the other. But some of the advice do work, and I can't say that when people come to you wholeheartedly and wanting to actually, I'm gonna be honest, actually just wanting you to, Ain't nothing wrong with kids wearing pull-ups at night. You know what I'm saying? To keep them from peeing in the bed. Um, with Jayla, she was wearing um she was wearing pull-ups, but since it was started breaking her out, and then sometimes like with the pull-ups with Jayla, it was like she thought just because she wear the pull-up at night that she's supposed to wear the pull-up all day, and then she wanna pee out everything. And then so I said, I'm just gonna take the pull-up away. And then Lord, y'all, I wash my sheets so much. That's all I'm gonna say. I wash my sheets so much because of Jayla. That little girl, she pee so much. I'm like, girl, do you ever get tired? But that's my baby. But it just, and I make her go to the bathroom before she lay down. I could stop her drinking at 7 or 8 o'clock, and it be and she still pee in the bed. I don't get it. And if you don't feel comfortable with your kids wearing a pull up, you know what I'm saying, get them a mat and just lay across the bed. A mat just work just as good as, and I need to get her some mats. I need a mat. A mat just works just as good as a pull up. Because if you don't want to wash your sheets every day like I do, but um, and then the last thing is, guys, search out for light. Ain't nothing wrong with cloth diapers. Some people still put cloth diapers. Some people still um I don't went blank, put cloth diapers on their children, especially when they have rashes. They say a cloth diaper is even, will help them. So the last thing is support like-minded people, guys. Talking with people who are raising your that is raising your kids, their kids similar to you, and giving you the strength of to face people who don't understand your viewpoints. Those are the people that you want to connect with. I always like that though. I rather have those people that are like minded, like myself. Especially when and because they can be your support group. They can always support you, in the things that you wanting to do, especially when it comes to your children. Everybody's not gonna raise their kids the same, but you know, but when you trying to give me your unsolicited advice on, oh, you need to do this with your kid because I did this with my kids. See, so what works for one don't work for all. So be careful when you coming at people trying to tell them how they should do with their children, especially when they're a first time mom. A first time mom, I'm gonna be honest, she ain't finna listen to half of what you say. She gonna go feel through the process. That's what I did. I feel through the process. You too, Lynn. You too. Thank you for coming so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much for coming. So, guys, this is the day tips that I do have. I'm gonna recap, guys, and then um I want to show y'all this video. Like I said, y'all, I'm in my own bushes right now. I'm in my own bushes. So shout out to everybody and the people in the bushes, especially Monica, because I'm in my own bushes. Um what we talked about today, guys, is ways to handling unwanted parenting advice. Um, the first thing is, guys, the first thing is listen first. Always be respectful and listen to people when they're wanting to give their little advice. Um, the second thing is disregard. Um, if you know there's no way of changing another person's mind, just or and they're saying something that you know that you're not the advice you're not really gonna take, just simply be smile and nod your head and go about your own business. You can listen and let it go one ear and not the other. Simple as that. The third thing is agree. If it's something that they're telling you that you actually agree with, wholeheartedly be in agreement with them. Let them know that you do agree. The fourth thing is pick your battles. Know what battles to pick when it comes to like dealing with in-laws and putting that if they just want them to have this little hat on their head or your mother or family members, let them put the little hat on their head and go head on. The fifth thing is steer clear of the topic. If you're having issue with the baby or children and someone's asking you about it, if you really don't want to talk about it, then don't talk about it. Stay clear of the topic. The sixth thing is educate yourself. Like I said, knowledge is power. So read up on things that could help you with your parenting. If it's something that you need to read up on so you can get a better understanding, then read up on it. The seventh thing is educate the other person. If that person is trying to tell you something and there's no longer if there's no longer a people are not doing that things like that anymore, then let them know. This is the way that we're doing it now. The eighth thing is be vague. Um, be vague. Just let them know. You in a non-confrontational way. This is what we're doing. We'll get in that. We'll get that way one day. Um, the eighth thing is memorize a standard response. Um, just have memorize a response if someone comes at you and try to tell you something, and what I'm saying, you just let them know, this may not be the right way, but hey, what works for you, and what works for me, and these are my children. And then the eighth thing is um search out like-minded friends. Those people that are like-minded as well as you, and raise your kids in the standards that you are raising them. Connect to those like-minded people. Connect to those like-minded people. You always want to connect yourself to like-minded people. Um, yeah, those are the daily tips that I do have. I do appreciate you guys for coming. I'm not gonna get off the screen just yet because I want to tell you guys something. Um, I hope you guys watched the book review of My Panties Cleaned on yesterday. If you have not watched it, please go back and watch it. Um, and I want to show y'all this because this really bothered me. And let me, and I just, what I'm saying, I ain't never seen no mess like this. And this is not towards anybody, but if I hopefully I don't get a copyright strike. This is not coming from YouTube or anything like that. But I saved this video that I seen. I want you guys to see it. If I can just hold on just a minute. Hold on just a minute. Hold on just a minute. Okay. All right, y'all. Hopefully y'all can see it. This is a video that I had found, and I thought that this was crazy. I thought this was very, very crazy. There's no sound, but this to see this like put the Black Lives Matter movement. It just makes it so sad. I hope you guys can see it. I can't. I For some reason my computer screen has locked up, so I hope you guys can see it. I hope you guys can see it. I hope y'all guys saw it. Let me see, because I don't know if you guys seen it or not, but that really just bothered me. That really just bothered me just seeing that video. Um, because I feel that, you know, we got to do better. Our lives, if in order for Black lives to matter, uh, In order for Black Lives to matter, guys, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. In order for Black lives to matter, our life, us as Black people, we have to understand that our lives matter. That means we have to stop killing each other. Um, they are not going to convict the police officer that's in that brown guy. What's his name? His last name is Brown. They're not going to convict that police officer. And it's sad. It's sad that they're not going to convict that police officer. But what that video was about, if y'all guys didn't see it, it was this man just came up on in there and they were standing up because I guess somebody was bullying him. They said that um I think they said that they killed his father or something and he had to do something in retaliation. Yeah, Black lives need to matter to Black people. And this and how can I put this in a nice way? And if we say our Black lives matter, and if we killing each other, we letting the people in this world know if we killing each other, our Black lives don't matter. And guess what? It wasn't a picture. Hold on, let me try it one more time, guys, because I didn't thought I showed it. This is what this is. I hope you guys can see it. It's not a picture. It is a video of this guy. He's gonna kill. He's gonna shoot up the place. He's gonna shoot up the place. That's what he did. He shot up the place, and I saw that video. Um, and I saw that video, and it really just made me upset. And y'all can't see it, and I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. But this is a video that I seen, and it's just crazy to me. Let me. So guys, let's support one another. Support Black owned businesses if you can. Let's be about respecting each other. Let's be about loving each other. God is love, so why not be about God's love? Well, we have to love our brothers and sisters. We do. We have to love our brothers and sisters. And I'm not talking about blood. I'm talking about, yes, it's cameras everywhere. And you know what I'm saying? And people's in the comments like, oh my God, this just set Black Lives Matter back. This set Black Lives Matter back. How he gonna do all that? How they gonna act all like that? And we up here marching for our own Black Lives Matter, our Black Lives matter to other people. But we can't even stop taking each other life. And then that's why they said, why should your Black life matter if you killing each other anyway? I have seen comments like that. I know y'all have too. I know y'all have seen comments like that. That um, that say, well, y'all say y'all Black lives matter, but all y'all do is kill each other. So why should it matter? Because y'all are the only race that really just kill each other for nothing. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? When you know it's the truth, you can't say nothing but you agree. Let me stop preaching. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming, guys. Guys, hopefully next month I can get in. Can I don't know what date yet, but I'm gonna do an interview with Tracy. Um, as well, guys. Please tonight, NQ's World is having a party. I don't. Yes, if I think when let me look at see when in Q's World is having a live YouTube dance party. Everybody needs to go because it seems like it's gonna be a good time. Let me see what this thing called. Just allow me one moment. It's going to be a virtual club, QT's Hot and New Clubs in Q's World, Music and Mingle. It's going to be at 7 o'clock tonight. And so make sure you guys are present and in the building. If you have not net connected to NQ's World, connect to NQ's World. Um, yes, a virtual club night. Yes, I'm gonna be in the building. Trisha gonna be in the building. I know Blog's gonna be in the building. So you guys, let's come out and support our sister. And this is what it should be all about, guys. Supporting one another. It should be all about supporting each other and not tearing each other down. That's what it should be about. Okay, so guys, there is the link for NQ's. Thank you, Blog. You know what I'm saying? We all want to support one another. We're gonna support one another. We're gonna love on each other, and and let's try to make this world a better place. We always talk about, oh, this world, this is an ugly, ugly, ugly world that we live in. It's so full of racism and bad people. And but if you want a change, if you want this world to be better, we have to be about better. You know, if you want this world to be better, you got to be about better. You got to be about that betterness. And they're just being real, you know. Some people don't feel that way. Some people, they want to cry about, they all want to cry about how bad things is. But are you trying to come up with a solution, or do you just want to complain? Hey, Pennis, how you doing? Hey, P. Hey, P. How you doing, P? Um, so we're about to get out of here, P. Um, I'm sorry that you came in a little late. I hope you had a good day, P. I'm just gonna call you P because you already know I can't say your name right. Yes, she does love a good time, and she's sweet as pie. I love her, and I love little Ava because you know. So, guys, if you have not connected to P Habit, if you have not connected to P Habit, make sure you guys connect to her. She is a sweet lady. That's my friend. She's sweet as ever. If you want someone to help you uh, get family, then P Habit will be a great way of connecting. If it's someone on this live stream, guys, that y'all have not connected with, make sure you guys are connecting with those people. Um, I have a feature. I wanna reveal my feature channel for this month. I don't know if she want me to feature her, but I'm gonna say it. Who I am going to feature this month because I appreciate her support and she always running my playlist. She told me yesterday she was gonna run my playlist and she's just a great supporter to me. So guys, if you guys have not connected, my feature channel this month will be Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls. I have to change the link in my feature channel list. But if you guys have not connected to Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls, I need you guys to connect to those babies. They are my featured channel for this month, and I hope that uh, you know, uh, I hope that she's okay with me featuring her channel. So that is my featured channel for this month, guys. So if you know anybody that, if you have not connected to Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls, connect to Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls. Those are some sweet children, and their grandmama is raising them well and teaching them about Jesus. So ain't nothing wrong with that. So guys, that is my featured channel for this month, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for coming, guys. My computer screen, guys, has went completely frozen. I don't know what happened, but thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I want to say, I never want to take y'all support for granted. So if you ever need me, you can always inbox me on Instagram. And as well, you can email me at mjjfamily2020 at gmail.com. And if you want to support this channel in any type of way, you can cash at me at J&J Mom 18. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming, guys. We about to get on out of here. Um, Make sure you guys have a good weekend, and make sure you guys are going to the McRae Kingz at 10:15 Central Time, 11:15 Eastern Time. They always have something to talk about. So, and you don't want to miss it. So make sure you guys are connected to them. Oh, you're welcome, Trisha. You're so welcome. Um, I will be. I have another topic to talk about next Saturday. So if you guys want me to talk about a specific topic, y'all know y'all can email me or inbox me on Instagram. Y'all know that I love each and every one of you guys. So, and like I was telling you guys, I want to let you guys know this as well. You know, I'm giving you these tips and I'm encouraging you guys. Make sure you guys are being about these tips and being about this encouragement. Um, Make sure you are putting in the work that you need to do. And not only am I telling you guys this, I have to tell myself that. So if I'm trying to be, I'm being the example. So let's put in these tips and this encouragement that we talk about each and every day. Let's be about it. Let's be about what we talk about. So guys, thank you so much once again for coming. Um, Make sure you guys, if you have not hit that like button, and don't let anything or anyone steal your joy. If they didn't give it to you, they can't take it away. So y'all have a happy Saturday. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see y'all on NQ's party tonight. Goodbye.